I hope so. Shall we continue? The IP address, by the way, is contains 32 bits of number. 32 binary number. Okay, binary digit. Okay, rather. So 32 bits. So 32 yan na ones and zeros. Okay, it is being separated by a dot every 8 bits. Okay? Every 8 bits meron siyang naka period, which is yung 8 bits na yon, that is called as octet. So in an IP address, the IP address is consisting of 4 octets. Okay? 4 groups of 8 binary digits. So, kung lalaliman pa natin. Okay? So dun sa ating dotted notation, 8 bits, dot 8 bits, 8 bits again, then another, yung last 8 bits. Okay? So it is now, kapag kabibilangin ninyo lahat yan, it is consisting of 32 binary digits. Doon naman tayo sa dotted decimal. Okay? Paano nangyari na nagkaroon ng dotted decimal? Okay? So paano kinonvert yun? So later on, ay malalaman natin. Okay? An IP address, by the way, is a unique identifier assigned to every computer or every server, rather. Okay? Meron kasing dalawang klase ng IP address, the public one and the private one. Yung public one, yan yung hawak-hawak ng every internet service provider. Sila yung mga IP address na connected talaga throughout the internet. From our PLDT, we have a public IP address and we are being subnetwork into a smaller one. Ayun na yung mga cellphone natin. Yan na yung mga laptop natin sa bahay-bahay. Pero hindi na public yun. So, yun na yung private address na inassign sa atin ng ating internet service provider. If you want to have a public IP address to be assigned sa mismong computer mo, then you need to pay it in our internet service provider. Okay? Next slide. Ayan, third slide na tayo. Ayan. So let's talk about IP address classes. So meron tayong class A, B, C, D, E. Okay? Class A, ito yung ginagamit ng large corporations. Okay? Large corporations, bakit? Kukunti lang yung kukunti lang yung network. Tingnan nyo dito. So may screen natin. Okay. Hanap o gagawa ko ng Ayan. Dito sa ating class A, and may binilugan ako dyan. Yung kulay red. Yan yung net ID, which is network ID. So ito, maliit lang siya. Maliit lang yung bilang ng network. Pero sa isang network, malaki yung bilang or marami yung bilang ng host or computer na pwedeng ilagay sa isang network. Yan yung class A, which is being assigned maybe to IBM, to Apple, di ba? Thousands of employees, isang building lang, di ba? So, yun yun. Maximum number of computers na pwedeng mailagay sa class A network is, ayan, nasa 16 million. Okay? Class B, what is class B? So, yan naman yung medium corporation, medium-sized na companies. Okay, so yung IP address ng class B, nag-i-start siya ng 128 hanggang 191. Yung first octet. Okay, the first octet is the first dotted decimal number. It is the first 8-bit. Okay, the first 8-bit, yun, dun ina-assign yung ating IP address. Okay, dun naman sa ating class A, kapag ang IP address nag-start ng 100, 100.200.100, so yung una na octet 100, that is class A. Okay? So ganun yung pagdetermine ng IP address classes. So it is being assigned, it is being given to those medium size companies. So ito, hati siya. First 16 bits. Last 16 bits naman yung para sa host or sa mga computer. So yung class B, example natin, 140. Bakit ang 140 140.250.68.40. So kung titingnan lang natin yung unang decimal number. So yung first octet is 140 ang number niya. 140 belongs to the range 128 hanggang 191. So it is considered as class B. Meron ito sa prelim exam ninyo, di ba? And also, the question, may tanong ako, why is it 127 is not present in the IP address classes? Kung mapapansin ninyo, 12126, then next is 128 na agad. Yung 127, wala. Bakit siya nawala? Isipan ninyo yan. Walang makakasagot. Erase tayo. Dapat mag-erase ito pag nag-next slide. Bakit ganito itong gumawa ng PowerPoint na yun. Okay, let's continue. So, we have here Class C. Class C, dito na tayo kabilang. Okay, universities, mga businesses. Yan. So, lahat tayo nandito na sa Class C. IP address 192.223. Okay, so in every host, in every network, meron ng 254 na maximum of computer na pwedeng i-connect. Okay? So class D naman is used in multicasting. Class E is for experimental for future use. Okay? So the very common na IP addresses na lagi natin naririnig, 192 ang start. Okay? Next slide tayo. Okay. Let's proceed to our main topic. Nakain natin ng 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Naka 10 minutes na tayo. IP subnetting. Okay. What is IP subnetting? It is a way in which a network is being subdivided into multiple networks depending in how many are yung kailangan natin. Depende sa kailangan. So by the way, this IP subnetting is helpful in accomplishing your final project. So let's have here an example, a conversion from a machine language 172.16.254.1. Question: what class of IP address is this? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wala. Hindi sila nagpe-pay attention. Okay. This belongs to class B. Okay, so the first one, paano naging 172 itong 10101100? The first 8 bits. Paano kaya? Okay, so ito, explain natin. By the way, yung 32 bits is equivalent to 4 bytes. 8 bits is 1 byte. Tandaan natin yun na 1 byte is equivalent to 8 bits. Yung 32 bits natin, 4 bytes yun. So next tayo. Ito, problem number 1. Yung class B, IP address natin na given, ayan, binary number. And we have here subnet mask. What is the use of subnet mask? Subnet mask is being used to subnet or subnetwork or subdivide a certain network. So kaya kailangan natin ng subnet para lang ma-subdivide yung isang network. Hindi yung basta-basta na tinusok mo yung router, tinusok mo na sa mga computer. Ganun na. Pwede naman 'yon, gagana 'yon, diba? Kasi nga meron naman tayong features in every device na automatic DHCP addressing. Siya na yung bahala magbigay ng IP address. Okay, so how do we get the network address of this given example? Okay, so ito yung yung logic behind. Pero usually ito hindi na ituturo na mano-mano kasi ito eh. No, ngayon wala na shortcut na ituturo sa mga estudyante. So paano 'yon? Paano kunin yung network address? So we just use the bitwise logical AND operation. If you can remember your logic design switching theory, logic design na subject, di ba? Meron kayong ANDing, meron kayong ORing. Kapag ka-ANDing operation, ito, AND yung gagamitin natin, i-multiply mo lang. Kapag ka-OR naman, i-plus mo. Di ba? So ito. So yung ating IP address, tapos itong subnet mask, yan, yung given na yan, naglagay tayo ng isang bar dun sa baba niya kasi i-AND natin. I-multiply natin. So anong sagot? Dito tayo sa pinaka ano na lang, sa may pinaka tawag na dito, dito sa may rightmost. Okay. So 0 and 0, dito tayo sa may pinakadulo. Yan is 0. Bring down 0 mo lang yan lahat. Yan, 0 and 0, 0 and 0. Yung nasa dulo, tatlong 0, di ba? So 0. Basta pag may 0, kapag multiplication kasi, basta pag may 0, automatic 0 na rin ang sagot. Okay, so sige, bring down mo lang yung 0. Pati yung mga may 1. So lahat yan, 0 yan. Last 8 bits. Second 8 bits, second to the last, 0 ulit. Tapos yung susunod na naman. Diba? So 1 and 1 is 1. 1 and 1 is 1. 0 and 1 is 0. Hindi end ang ano yan, pronunciation. Although hindi tayo maano dyan sa mga linguistic kung paano mag-pronounce. Basta ito ay and. So 1 and 1, 0 and 1. Ganun lang yung gagawin. Okay? So ito na yung magiging sagot. Ayan na. Diba? So basta pagka dalawang 1 yan, ang sagot ay 1. Bakit? It's because of multiplication. Yung and is representing yung ating arithmetic na multiplication. Oh, di ba? Nag-chat medyo delay. Okay. So, in decimal format, ito na yun, guys. 140.179.240.200. Tapos, and yung default na subnet mask, which is 255.255. Bakit dalawang 255 lang? It's because the given IP address is class B. Okay, so ang class B is 2 octets ang network address. Okay, so yun yung ginawa. Kapag ka-class C naman, dapat tatlong 255 yan. So balikan natin yung kanina. So tatlong 8 bits, dapat puro 1. Yun ang subnet mask. Ito, introduction lang to, medyo nire-refresh ko kaya. Wala pa tayo dun sa talagang problem na ano. Meron tayong nalagpasan. Ito, oo, ayun. Ito, nalagpasan natin to. Bakit kaya wala ako? Nag-problem naman na kanina. Yan. Ito guys, yung paano nangyari na yung 1010, 8 bits yun, paano naging 128, 192. Ayan. So, paano yung computation? So, siya ito. Okay, so example, yung example dyan is 1001010 yung sa taas. So, tinapatan lang natin, every bit meron siyang equivalent value. Okay, so from right to left, ayan siya, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Pero the real formula, kaya nakuha yung 1, yung 2, yung 4 is 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3. Yan. Yung 128 is 2 raised to 7. So, meaning, pag 2 raised to 2, multiply 2 by itself 2 times. 2 raised to 3, multiply 2 by itself 3 times. So, kaya nakuha yung 1, 2, 4, 8, etc. Okay? So, ngayon, bakit ang solution is 128 plus 16 plus 2? Okay? All the values of 1. All the values of 1, yun lang ang kukunin mo. Yun ang pag-aatin mo. Para makuha mo yung value, real value ng octet na yan. Okay? So, 128 plus 16 plus 2, ang sagot ay, anong sagot? 196. Tama ba ako? 128, 16 is 40.
96.
Ha?
6.
Tama ba? 156? 18.
146, sir.
Yun, 146. Diba? So, doon naman tayo sa pangalawa. 111. Diba? 128 plus 64 plus 32. Bakit yan ang solution? It's because yun, kinuha lang yung values of 1. dun sa ating example. Okay, so 128 plus 64 is 192 plus 32 is
224.
Tama, 224. Yun. Next tayo. Tapos na yan. So ito na guys. Ito na yung para dun sa project ninyo. Usually, halos lahat kayo ganito ang magiging solution dun sa IP addressing part ng inyong network mapping proposal. Tingnan niyo to guys. You want to put up an internet cafe with 2 separate rooms, at least 31 workstations each room, including the server. So ngayon, di 30 lang na computer tapos plus 1 server. Ngayon, you are given the IP address 201.45.10.0. So kindly show the full network map. So paano to gagawin? So ito, step by step ito, talagang hinati-hati ko. IP address 201.45.10.0. Subnet mask. Yan. Since this is class C, o kaya kahit hindi class C yung IP address na yan, pwedeng gamitin mo yung class C na subnet mask. Since class C na kunti lang naman yung number of computers na kailangan natin. So, ayan siya. Ngayon, huhulaan natin ano yung 8 bits dun sa dulo. Kasi gagawa ka ng personalized na subnet mask. So, where X is the bit. We need to know how many bits we can borrow for us to know this subnet mask. So, huhulaan natin. Okay? So, we will be using this formula. X is equal to 2 raised to n minus 2. This is the constant formula. Yung letter n, number of bits to borrow in the network. Dun sa network natin na tawag na doon. Dun sa may IP classes. Diba? Meron tayong network na dun sa pair of 10. Tapos meron ring host. X is the number of subnets to be created. So what do we need? How many network, how many room ang ating fill upan? Dalawa lang. Diba? So dapat ang sagot natin is 2 subnets. Yung letter X natin is dalawa. Okay? Or 3 or 4. Basta sakot niya doon. Pero kapag isang subnet lang, it is wrong. Wrong na yung pinaka-solution mo. So since we need 2 subnetworks, let's say we borrow 2 bits. So yung letter N gagawin nating 2. Okay? So paano na yan? Paano natin isosolve? Ito na yung solution. X is equal to 2 raised to 2 minus 2. So yung letter N, nilagyan natin ng 2. Inassume lang natin muna. Okay? Pero yung sa assume natin, ayan, sakto naman na ang X natin or yung ating subnetwork or yung number of network or number of room na pwede nating i-create is dalawa. So sakto lang. Walang excess. 2 room lang naman. Pero kapag ikaw ay magdadagdag ulit ng another room, another internet cafe, magiging 3 na yung room mo, hindi mo na pwedeng gamitin pa yung itong computation na to sa network addressing. So if you plan in the future to have maximum of 4 rooms ng internet cafe mo, dapat ang i-compute mo is yung meron kang bakanting 2 pang room. Although 2 room pa lang ipuput up mo ngayon, but you have plan in the future after 3 months, another 2 rooms, o di dapat kailangan mo pa ng extra subnetwork. Okay, so 2 raised to 2 is 2 multiplied by itself 2 times. Diba? So 2 times 2. Minus 2 equals 4 minus 2. Tama ba yung 2 times or once? Basta repeat 2 kasi raised to 2 ito eh. Next tayo. Ayan. Now that we are sure that we borrow 2 bits from the network, maglalagay ka ngayon ng 2 1 doon sa kasunod ng 255. Okay, so imagine that to kanina, di ba? Dapat 1 1 1 1 1 yan na marami. 8, 16, 24. 24 yan na 1. Ngayon, how many bits ang kailangan nating hiramin para makapag-put up ng 2 network? Ng 2 subnetwork, ang na-compute natin is 2 bits ang hiniram natin. So maglalagay ka ngayon ng 2 1 pagkatapos ng 24 na bit. Okay? So ngayon, yung dalawang 1 na yan, that is equivalent to 128 plus 64. Tama ba? Yung pan natin kanina, conversion. So 128 plus 64, ang sagot nun is 192. So in our decimal, equivalent of subnet mask now is 255, 255, 255.192. Okay? Yan. Next tayo. Time check. 159. Wala na. 10 minutes na lang. Okay. So, let's have this. Yung nakuha nating 192 kanina. What's next? Ang next step is we have 256 possible na number, di ba? From 0 to 255. Pag bibilangin mo yun is in every IP address. Diba? 0 to 255, 255, tapos yung 0 kabilang pa. So 256 lahat yun. So that is constant number. 256 minus yung ating tawag rito, yung ating 192 na na-compute na subnet mask. So the answer is 64. What is 64? Excuse me. So the 64 that we get from subtracting the 192 from the 256, that is the number of IP jumps. Okay? Number of IP jumps. So ito na, yung ating network map. So review muna tayo bago ko pakita yung network map kung paano gawin. Okay? So tayo ay merong IP address. Tapos merong dalawang room. Diba, na kailangang punuin. Lagyan ng mga IP addresses yung mga computer doon. 31 na computer yung kailangan natin na lagyan. Diba, doon sa isang room. So lahat ang computer na lagyan natin, 31 is 62. Diba? So ngayon, ano ang next? Yung paggamit ng constant formula na x is equal to 2 raised to n minus 2. Where n is the number of bits na kailangan nating ilagay we borrow to the network address. Diba? So naglagay tayo ng dalawa assuming. So 2 raised to 2 minus 2, ang sagot is 2. Exactly 2 subnetwork ang kailangang ma-create. So let's say for example, we do not have plan in the future para mag-put up ng another subnetwork. So yun na 2. Yung 2 na nahiram natin na number of bits, we converted that into a decimal dotted number which is equivalent to 192. Kasi nga yung first 2 is in 1 octet, 8 yun, yung nauna dun is 11, tapos all the rest is 0. So kinonvert natin yun, makukuha mo yung 128 plus 64. So ngayon 192. Yung 192, isusubtract natin yan sa constant number again na 256. Ang makukuha mo dyan ay 64. What is 64 now? The 64 is the number of IP jumps. Okay? Don't worry, ito namang slides natin merong naman tong lecture. Ipopost natin yan dun sa Schoology. No? Para ma-review ninyo naman ito. So, next is, ito na guys. Kailangan ulit ng si Zoom. Meron tayong 5 minutes palugit, 2:05. Meron pa tayong 8 minutes. Pero si Zoom, salamat. Kasi nag-extend na naman tayo. Nasaan na yung lapis? Lapis. Okay. Ito na guys. So kunwari, wala pa yung ito lang munang network address. Sinulat mo lang yan. First IP, last IP, broadcast address. So, yan lang. Kunwari wala pang naisulat. So paano ninyo gagawin? So uunahin mo muna yung IP address mo, di ba? 201.45.10.45. Halimbawa, yun yung IP address mo. Pero ang una, dito sa network map, always begins with 0. Okay? So yung .0, yan yung ating network address. Ngayon, yung una dyan is always reserved. So lagay mo lang dyan, reserved. Broadcast address niya is wala. Ang broadcast address nito nandun sa dulo. Okay? Kasi ito, isang network lahat ito Isang network, hinati mo lang. Okay? Next, maglagay ka ulit rito ng 201.45.10.64. Bakit 64, sir? It's because we computed the number of IP jumps, 64 IP address. So, 64. Next ulit. So, wala ka munang sinulat dun sa kanan ha. Para medyo may shortcut tayo konti. So, 201.45.10.128. Bakit 128? It's because 64 plus 64. So, yung susunod is, so always 64 yan. Plus 64 plus 64. So, yung susunod na network, 128. Plus 64 ulit, 192. Okay? So, yung 192, wag ka nang mag-plus 64. Kasi pag nag-plus 64 ka pa, lagpas na ng 256 yun. Hanggang 255 lang tayo. Diba? Hanggang 192 ka lang. Bakit? It's because your subnet mask, so yung na-compute natin kanina, is hanggang 192. So, this one, 192, is the broadcast address of the network address na .0. In every network address, there is a broadcast address. Yan. Ngayon, itong .64 naman na sumunod, this is another network address pero sub-network. Nasa loob siya ng malaking network natin. Yun yung first network. Ang first network natin is .64. Second network natin, IP address niya, ayan, .128. Now, ito na, maglalagay na tayo ng computer. Maglalagay na tayo ng IP address sa bawat computer, sa bawat device. I-assign ninyo ito manually sa bawat computer. So, yan naman yung i-zoom natin next meeting kung paano yung mag-assign manually in every computer, in every devices using your routers or using also your own devices. So, let's continue. .65, yan yung first IP address. Sinortcut ko na lang to, .65. Pero dapat, kapag ka-implementation na yan, siyempre, .65 is not an IP address. Diba? Last octet lang ito. Okay, so pag sa designing, pwedeng ganito ang gawin ninyo. Paano nakuha yung 126? Ngayon, yeah. Diba? Paano nakuha yung 126? Ito yung technique ko. Paano makuha. Ito hindi mo muna may susulat agad ito eh. Paano yung technique? So, since meron ka na nitong network address na lahat. Yan, meron lahat yan. Ano na ang susunod? 128 minus 1. Magma-minus 1 ka. Ayan. Yun ang broadcast address ng 64 na IP address. The network address which is 64, ang broadcast address niya, yun yung minus 1 ng IP address ng susunod na network which is ito 127. Then minus 1 ulit dito sa 127, makukuha mo na yung last computer address. Yung computer IP address. Nakukuha niyo yung logic. Diba? Ulitin natin. Paano malaman yung 128 na broadcast address? What is the broadcast address of 128? Anyone? We have still 3 minutes.
10.
128, ano ang broadcast address niya?
127.
No. Ang 127, ang broadcast address nun ng network na .64. Ang broadcast address ng 128 na network, ang broadcast address niya is minus 1 nung susunod na network. Ang susunod natin is 192, di ba? So magma-minus 1 ka, o siya na ito.
191.
191, broadcast address yan ni 128. Yun. So ganoon. Yung 191 naman, magma-minus 1 ka, siya naman ngayon ang last computer sa, ayun, dun sa network. Ayun. Ang first computer naman is plus 1 naman dun sa network. Yan. So, that 128 plus 1, that 129, yan ang first computer. Ang last computer is 190. So, meron pang ibang technique yan. So, ito, meron ka pang kukumputin, mag-plus ka rin dyan. Pero ang technique ko, pinakamadali, yun yung magma-minus ka lang dun sa susunod na network. Diba? Naintindihan ba, guys? So, we have now an example. Pero, ito guys, 31 computer lang yung lalagyan ninyo. Pero ito, sobra-sobra pa ito. 65 hanggang 126. More than 60 computers yan. So, meron ka pang mga sobra na IP address. Diba? So, being a network engineer, di mas maganda, ang i-assign mo, magsimula ka sa una, di ba, 65, 66, sunod-sunod na yan hanggang sa maka-30 ka na at maka 31 ka na computer. Yung .65 mo, yun na ang gawin mong server. 66 pairs computer, etc. na yan. Di ba? So, that's the technique. So, yung iba pa, reserve, o di pagka merong additional pa ng mga devices pa na kailangan ninyo na i-connect pa dun sa network. Okay? So, yan yung ating clear. Meron palang clear all drawing. So, I hope nakuha ninyo yan. Sakto lang, 40 minutes tayo. Pero in-extend tayo ni Zoom. Diba? So, don't worry guys, ito i-upload ko rin naman to sa Schoology para meron kayong try and try and try. Ayan, meron tayong problem number 3 at lab problem number 4. Babasahin ko na lang, i-upload ko naman ito. Pwede nyo itong i-experiment, sagutan ninyo ba na sarili ninyo. Ngayon naman, kailangan na i-fill up na room, 14 na room. 14 subnetworks. So, ang given na IP address, ayan. So, merong tanong. Ito yung sasagutan ninyo. Halimbawa, total number of computers. Lahat-lahat yan. Lahat-lahat na yan. Doon sa 14 rooms, ilang computers lahat. IP address of the 10th pang-10 na subnetwork. Ano ang IP address niya? What is the last IP address of the computer in the second subnetwork? Problem number 3. CIDR. What is CIDR by the way? Ito, meron lang konting yan rito. CIDR is classless interdomain routing. So yan, in-invento rin naman nila yan para doon sa IP submitting rin, makakatulong. Mas mabilis. Yan, ito. 192.168.0/27. Ano yung /27? Kanina, nag-explain tayo, 8 bits, tatlong 8 bits, ilan yon? 8, 16, 24. Yun ay /24. So yung /27 rito, ito yung tinatawag rin na subnet mask. Yun yung clue para makuha mo yung subnet mask. Makukuha nyo yung logic. So 8, 16, 24 na 1, dadagdagan mo lang 24, 25, 26, 27. So we have 27 na 1. Tapos hati-hatiin mo siya ng 8 bits. So we have 3, di ba? 3 bits na hiniram sa network. Okay? So we have 3 bits na hiniram sa network. So tapos ito sagutan naman. Ayan, so 8, 24 na bit tapos magdadagdag ka ng tatlong 1. Bakit? To get yung 27 /27 na CIDR. So 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay guys? Thank you for attending our online Zoom. Kaya pala natin. Yun lang, hindi na kayo masyado nakakapagtanong. Okay na tayo guys? Okay na? Bye-bye na. Thank you sa lahat. Mag-ano lang kayo, on lang kayo ng cam, then thank you, goodbye. Yan lang banggitin ninyo. Okay. Salamat.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
President and Secretary, yung attendance. Send nyo sa akin.
Bye, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye. Sige.
Sir, bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Sino yun? May minute na. Rafael, bakit Rafael?
Sales, sir.
Ay, Carl Angelo, bakit?
Sir, si Russell daw po, Termulo, sir, host daw po siya nung event ng Student Week, sir, kaya hindi po siya pumasok, sir.
Naku, President, narinig mo yun ha? Ay, si Secretary pala yun, si President, screenshot lang ng participant. Baka makalimutan ko. Yun, excuse yun. Kasi
meron naman at sakay na, sir.
Student event yun eh. Nakapasok? Okay
Opo, ata sir, kasi may Russell po akong nakita kanina, sir.
Ayos pala. Sige. Salamat. At least
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Sir, paano po yung na-late, sir?
Ay, check mo. Basta yung attendance na ibibigay ni secretary at saka ni presidente ng basis ka.
Late.
Kapag late, 5 minutes wala na, tapos na. Kamot, 40 minutes lang klase natin. 44 pala, 43. Aray ko. Evidence mo evidence. Evidence lang naman kailangan natin. At least kahit late ka, kung meron ka ebidensya. Kung na-present ka ng secretary sa kanya mo, di ayos. Pero kung hindi ka present, yung selfie, di ba? Meron tayong rule.
Sir, basta screenshot ko na lang po yung picture, sir. Nag-attend.
Oo na, meron pangalan mo doon. Diba? I-send mo kay secretary, ikaw present. At least.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir.